All right. If we have the function f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 5x minus 12, and g of x is equal to 2x minus 3, we're going to find f of g of x plus 1 and g of f of negative a over 2. Now, let's do f of g of x plus 1 first. So what we do first is we plug x plus 1 into our g of x function. Okay, so I'm just going to do that kind of, I'm not doing it over to the side because I want to keep the other side for the other problem. But I'm going to do it over here below it. I'm just going to plug in the x plus 1 into the g function. And simplify it. 2x plus 2 minus 3, so 2x minus 1. So that means I get to replace that part with 2x minus 1. Because I've already, I plugged it in, okay? I know what g of x plus 1 is. It's 2x plus 1. Then we need to plug that into the f of x function. So this part's going to get a little bit longer. Let me change colors. When we plug that into f, we get 2 times 2x minus 1 squared plus 5 times 2x minus 1 minus 12. We've got a FOIL, so we get 4x squared minus 2x is minus 4x plus 1. Distribute the 5. Distribute the 2. Combine the negative 5 and negative 12. And then finally combine the negative 8x plus 10x to get plus 2x, and the 2 minus 17 to get minus 15. So that is equivalent to f of g of x plus 1. Okay, let's do the other one. Let's do g of f of negative a over 2. Now just remember, that's what we're looking at. That's just the other notation. I don't want that to throw you off. I prefer the parentheses. I think most of you prefer the parentheses, so just rewrite it using the parentheses. So we're going to plug the expression negative a over 2 into our f of x function first. So I'm not going to have room right there. So when we do that, we're going to square that expression. And we're going to multiply it by 5. And then we're going to subtract 12. Okay? So when you square a fraction, you've got to square the numerator and square the denominator. So a negative a squared is equivalent to positive a squared because negative 1 squared is positive 1. 2 squared is 4. With this other one, we're just going to multiply straight across, so negative 5a over 2. And then we can simplify. 2 over 4 gives us a squared over 2 minus 5a over 2 minus 12. Okay? So that's the f of negative a over 2. We've got to take that answer and plug it into g, which really isn't that bad. Okay, g of, I'm not going to rewrite all that stuff. G of that is equal to, the g of x function is very simple. Okay, it's just 2 times our variable, or in this case our expression, minus 3. So when we distribute that 2, guess what? Those denominators of 2 go away, or they cancel, however you want to look at it. And 2 times negative 12 is negative 24. So this is equal to a squared minus 5a minus 27. And that is g of f of negative a over 2. I'm just labeling it again at the end so you know exactly what has happened. Okay, so same principles as what we were doing yesterday. It's just got an extra piece because we've got to plug in first and go from there. Okay, so